leaders meeting will open in Beijing in 10 days' time on November the 8th. Leaders of Asia-Pacific nations last met in China 13 years ago amid a very different regional economic landscape. Speaking at a regular foreign affairs forum in Beijing, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi said China, as the host nation, will fully utilize this opportunity to contribute towards the prosperity of Asia-Pacific economies.
President Xi Jinping, on behalf of China, has raised a series of major foreign cooperation conceptions, including the Silk Road Economic Belt, the 21st Century Maritime Silk Road and Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. Our primary partners are Asia-Pacific economies, and the primary beneficiaries are also Asia-Pacific economies. These conceptions are open and inclusive. They're not competitive to the existing cooperative mechanisms, including APEC, but mutually complementary. The conceptions will further complete the Asia-Pacific Cooperation Network and assist driving Asia-Pacific economies in their prosperity and development.
Wang expressed hope that the Beijing APEC meeting will achieve breakthrough results in 3 key areas: boosting the progress of free trade deals within the Asia-Pacific region, in-depth discussions from economic reform, new economic models, innovative growth and urbanization, and a draft blueprint for greater connectivity across the region. Foreign Minister Wang Yi also has been speaking about the attendance of Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe at the APEC leaders meeting in Beijing. Wang Yi says he will be welcomed as a guest, but he insisted that a number of obstacles will stand in the way of easing tension between the two countries.
China is the host of this year's APEC. There's a tradition in China that everybody who comes to our house is a guest. We will dutifully play host to everyone who will be coming. As for the obstacles that stand in the way of China-Japan relations, they're based on facts that are impossible to avoid. We hope Japanese leaders can properly face up to the existence of these issues and display their sincerity in wanting to solve those problems.
China's Central Committee has released a detailed agenda of its efforts to reform the country's judicial system and strengthen law enforcement. Strengthening the rule of law in Chinese society is a key theme that runs through the document, with reforms set to uphold equality, fairness, judicial independence, and the supreme authority of the Constitution. Most of the changes are set to be implemented by 2020, and here's what the document covers.
The main message from the Central Committee of the Communist Party of China: the rule of law. The party has resolved for China to adhere to a path of socialist rule of law with Chinese characteristics. The detailed document released by the party covers some of the following points. The decision underlines the supreme authority of the Constitution, the basic law governing the country. December the 4th has been designated as National Constitution Day. All state personnel elected or appointed by the National People's Congress and its standing committee shall swear an oath to uphold the Constitution during their appointment. The people assessor system will be strengthened to increase public involvement in the judicial process. The document says that public awareness of the rule of law will be raised, and well-rounded legal and judicial aid systems are required. Chinese lawmakers have been asked to speed up legislation work for an effective anti-graft mechanism so that government officials dare not, cannot, and do not want to go corrupt. New rules seeks more judicial independence. Courts and procuratoriats with jurisdictions spanning different administrative regions are under consideration to eliminate interference and improve the independence of courts and prosecutors. New rules will prevent intervention in court cases by senior party and government officials, publish their records, and hold them responsible. And no organization or individual shall have privileges over and above the Constitution and laws. The principle of just law enforcement has also been heavily stressed, which means that extracting confessions by torture is absolutely banned. The country will set up a list of government powers and ban administrative authorities from any extra-legal activity. Law-abiding government will be promoted with functions, authority, procedures, and responsibilities clearly laid out and mandated in law, and strictly practiced in line with law. Most importantly, the country will uphold the fundamental One China principle to safeguard China's sovereignty and territorial integrity.